right, welcome to uh, Smokey's UK Rap Files. I I don't think this is grime. I think I said grime on the other one. Now that I'm thinking about it, but it should both of these should be UK Rap Files because Loki does make grime records, but I would put him more classed under UK rap pioneer, legend, and nigga not to be fucked with. But I don't have that file yet, so we get there later. But uh, this is part two of Ghost of Greenfell. This one features KAIA, I believe is how you say this one's name. So it was Maya, Khalil, and then this one is KAIA on this one. But this is part two of Ghost of Greenfell. Rest in peace to them folks. I still don't have the contextual information I would like on, like, what did they say happened? Because he's just calling out folks. That's what Loki's good at. You niggas fucked up. And I know everybody's name that needs to be said. And I'm not talking about the people who passed away, the people that actually should have to hold on to it, like her queens, fucking royal borough of Kensington, and like, oh my god, my nigga, you know how the system works. You're calling out the real shit that people don't understand why shit doesn't move. So, yeah, if you're watching this in separate order, I'll make a playlist for this one particularly because it is an important 2-pack. So I'll drop these same day. But then if you're catching this video first and somebody has not provided me contextual information in the comments or a link on a documentary that is quality on this topic, please do if you know one. I really I do spend my time watching these things. It just so happens I can spend my time watching them while doing like these reactions at this point. So thank you. Let's get into this one. It is greatly appreciated. Let's get into it. Goddamn headset done died on me.
Black snow on a summer's night, cold shoulders on a summer's day. Invisible violence becomes visible in such a sudden way. Black snow on a summer's night, cold shoulders on a summer's day. Invisible violence becomes visible.
So we fuck with Converse, but we don't fuck with Nike? I just don't get why the Converse shirt is okay, but the Nike shirt's not okay. Or I'm just probably the only person that just looks at Converse like, if we're cutting all brands out, like we let Trapstar get that shit off, Converse get that shit off, whoever's on this hat, oh that's Trapstar again. Like we're just letting a lot of niggas get that shit off, but we say no to Nike. I don't know what Nike has done to be so bad. Well, maybe it's because they do business in China and the Chinese push down the Uyghurs. Yo, I'm never going to be able to tour in fucking China now. Jesus. Fuck it. It doesn't matter. So, yeah, the Chinese people are doing the shit to the Uyghurs over there. Maybe that's why he's not fucking with them, because the Chinese people are doing that fucking genocidal shit to their own people. I don't fucking know. Why does he not like Nike? These are conscious decisions to blur things and not blur others. So they make me interested in why are we making these choices?
Summer's night, cold shoulders on a summer's day. Invisible violence becomes visible. 12 months, no arrest made. The image in our head stayed. Stressed faces press the windows looking for an escape. Seems they underestimate this corner of the West Way. Witnesses to the crime, we fear a whitewash is the end game. Minister, what was your relationship with Mark Allen? Been waiting 12 months for answers, still we can't have them.
Is that really Mark Allen's minister? Cause god damn, this nigga is peak. You can't be getting the people most affected to say the lines that they don't get to say to people in a platform or format that allows them to speak a thing that they wouldn't be able to speak, though it is using your voice. This is the most heady juxtaposition of vicariously living, or what it means to do something vicariously, I have ever seen since learning the definition of that word. Jesus Christ. Please let that man on the motorcycle be the person he's actually rhyming about at the same time. That would be so heady. Or the guy walking up. I don't give a fuck. Just let the person be in the video. All these people that he's talking about, if they're also associated in this video too, that is just crazy. the level of detail.
Looking for an escape, seems they underestimate this corner of the West Way. Witnesses to the crime, we fear a whitewash is the end game. Minister, what was your relationship with Mark Allen? Been waiting 12 months for answers, still we can't have them. Windows to our souls, witness anguish that you can't fathom. No disrespect intended, troubled water wasn't our anthem. Witness anguish that you can't fathom. No disrespect.
Is this book any good? Should I read it? You would not believe it, but outside of all of these videos I put up and all this shit I consume, I am an avid reader as well. I really do like literature. It's something I'm very big on. So, is this a good book, or it's just one of those? If it's like an autobiography style book, I'm not that big on those, honestly. I don't read too many of those. But if it's like an actual story, or it's like a history book almost, like an accounting of an X time period, not just based off of a person's autobiography, I'd probably want to read that.
Disrespect intended, troubled water wasn't our anthem. Carnival on the soul of Kelso Cochrane. What you think would develop on the strength of those names over 70? Everyday people, no celebrities. We're left here picking up pieces of broken memories. No more to. No celebrities. We're left here.
Kelso. Okay.
Picking up pieces of broken memories. No more to big business, fiddling regulations. Grenfell action group, the most tragic of vindications. From sympathy of a nation to most uncomfortable of issues. Our dearly departed, please know we love you and we miss you.
Calling, still hear them calling. That snow was falling. From the corners of my mind I hear you calling. Still hear them calling. Black snow was falling. From the corners of my mind I
When
hear
invisible
them.
violence becomes visible, thinking is uncritical. Listen to some, thinking we're simple and dumb. Criminals, hard and
Well, I feel like I seen Blood in the TV show. Fucking, it's an HBO TV show too. I had to put it in these terms because I don't remember fucking the name of the show or anything, but you might know the show in these terms. It's about a brown guy who wakes up or is dealing with the police because he either did or didn't kill his bird. It happened in New York. It's based off of a real fucking story. I guess my nigga didn't really kill her, or something happened. I never actually watched the show, but the trailer looked peak. I was like, that shit looked like quality, but I didn't watch it. Because I'm also kind of burnt out on bad guy did X thing, like, or brown person did X bad thing, and now we're fucking making that person deal with these things. I'm just like, I'm burnt out on that kind of shit. So I didn't particularly watch that show, but it looked good. And then seeing his face, I'm like, you look like that actor. Now I could just be like, oh, you look like that actor because that shit happens all the time. But it could have been that nigga.
It's uncritical, listen to some, thinking we're
Or he
simple
is an
and dumb.
actor, I think.
Criminals, hard and battered hearts, haven't laughed in a good while. But Stormzy at the Brit Awards made the neighborhood smile. Out your mind if you think we're satisfied with platitudes. Questions for RB Casey, seller text inside your Java 2. As nihilism sets in and the breakdown start. Slow creep of bureaucratic violence strains our hearts. Feeling like an empty vessel, staring at an empty vessel. Corporate hijack of regulations, very detrimental. Human life the cost, how can we not be feeling sentimental? Goosebumps crush your skin when you feel the breath of death against you. Bet you never went through that cursed night of haunted sounds. That wretched cladding falling down. Since then, death is all around. They say that after every storm, there is a dawn. Knocking on heaven's door, we mourn forevermore.
Calling, still hear them calling.
Quality verses. Like, it's not even one of those songs, but I have to note it. Like, if you are a person who cares about songwriting, I know you hear the way that he is just putting a bow on the end of each of these verses. Like, why is this so clean? Like, this is the shit I be trying to just, like, pay attention to these things. Because this is just the precision of a talented person. That's really all it is. But a lot of people don't learn this precision. And I'm just like, you could have a shitty verse, but if you end it cleanly, sometimes that turns the shitty verse into like, it wasn't that bad. You heard that shit? It could turn into one of those.
Black snow was falling. From the corners of my mind I hear you calling. Still hear them calling. Black snow was falling. From the corners of my mind I hear
A place where the flames took everything that is sacred. We're planting seeds for trees we might not sit in the shade of. Combustible and still legal. Regulations feel feeble, never again. Moment neoliberalism kills people for innocence tarnished and beauty that was lost. Regulations disregarded. It's the human that's the cost. Hospitals, hotels and schools. How could we forget that? Up and down the country there's people sleeping in death traps with for an end to the disdain. Better bow your heads in silence when we're mentioning their names. We are for survivors rehoused in the best place. Still we demonstrate against bonfires of red tape. We're for the companies and council held accountable. Climbing up the mountain, though its height seems insurmountable. From the bottom of our lungs, truth, justice and peace for all of the lost ones.
Big man like AJ? Okay. He's an actor. Now that I've seen AJ, I know for a fact he's an actor. I've seen Blood in something. I know it. I just don't know what. I don't know who this nigga is if he is somebody.
From the corners of my mind, I hear the light is on your hand. There'll be ashes on your grave. Like a phoenix, we will rise. The light is on your hands. There'll be ashes on your grave. Like a phoenix, we will rise. We will never give.
These are all the at-fault parties, be it individuals, councils, corporations. That's what all these are, correct? Because I'm like, what is... I was like, that's not how you spell arsenic. Wait, is that how you guys spell arsenic? Because I thought it was arconic. Because I'm like, it can't be arsenic. But if that's how you guys spell arsenic, that's mad. What? I'm not laughing at the I'm laughing at the spelling. It's like the first time you fucking find out you put a U in color. Like, you niggas do more work to misspell words all the time. I never understand it. Never understand it. Now that's me just taking the piss, cause shit, it's language. It really don't matter to me. But the original question of all of this, these are the at fault parties or the shit that these people have to deal with. Cause I'm like, I don't know what none of this shit is. This shit fire. This shit fire. Hold on. Let's make sure we get every second just in case there's some messaging. I'm not trying to fuck it up. We gotta support it. Are they on the drone too? That's a drone shot right there if I ever seen it. Quality though. So did they just tape it up so niggas don't have to look at it no more? And apparently this is filmed at 2 different times as well, because the last video we had access to niggas looking up at this. They didn't tape it up the same fucking day. That's not even possible. So, have we rebuilt this place? Do we have answers? This is why I say I need the context that other people just don't care about when they hear music. I can't hear some shit like this and be like, all right, that's cool. Time to move on. Now my brain is just riddled with questions. It's just, what about this? And is anybody... Hell no. It's bureaucratic. Nobody actually got in trouble for this unless we could have pinned it on a fucking poor person. So unless there's a poor person that accidentally started a fire that they could pin this on, nobody probably got in trouble for this shit, actually. Have we had at least policy changes? Any fucking restitutional damages paid? Well, if everybody fucking died, I guess you can't pay restitutions to fucking anybody. But still, like, what's the situation? Like, I would truly like to know. This is the shit that just... I feel like saying this, I'm gonna be an asshole, but it's really not me trying to be an asshole. I truly care to that level. In the future, if you're gonna give me such impactful music that is based on real things, please attach corresponding information. because I truly need it, because my brain is just weird like that. And now I'm just like, I have to drop this as soon as I can so somebody can answer my questions, because I need them answered, because now I'm just fucking stuck. And I'm just like, And I did not expect this from this song. I thought it was just a passing little quick line and a record, and now I was gonna hear this shit from Loki, and now this shit is this is deep. It's deep. This is deep. But overall though, this shit is fire though. This shit was fire. Fire ass fucking shit. Rest in peace again to the people in Greenfell. That shit is crazy. Hopefully we had some fucking changes and shit come about it from this. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm out of here. Yeah. You guys have a good rest of the evening.